I did a video on my vlog channel, which I will link down below, and I was updating you guys and I was letting you know that I am like over 20 weeks pregnant now. I'm super excited about it. My skin is not as acne prone as it normally is. I don't have so many, but I do have a few scars that I can see. Hey guys, how's it going? So my name is Cami and we're gonna be doing a wear test today. Today we're gonna be trying out the Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint. This is the number 13. I was finally able to get my hands on it at my local Sephora and I'm very excited to try it out. 237, you can see there at the top of my screen. So I'm gonna wear this for at least 5 hours today and we're gonna see how it fares. So today we're gonna put on my normal things that I normally do, which is a primer. I'm gonna use a moisturizer, and I'm also going to end up using a setting spray and some sort of powder. For moisturizer, I'm using the Trader Joe's Nourish Oil-Free Antioxidant Facial Moisturizer. You guys, I love shopping at Trader Joe's, especially for the warmer months. Our moisturizer is all set in, and then I'm going to go ahead on top of that with the brand new e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. You guys, I really have been enjoying this primer. This is a drugstore primer, but it's a very, very good one. This is going to help your base stay in place wherever you put it. I am going to be putting on a full face of makeup today with this look, so I'm going to go ahead and just put my primer on my eyelids too. So I'm going to read you more claims about this product as I put it on my face. So let's see, how much do you get? You get 1.08 fluid ounces. So that's really nice. A lot of times a foundation product will only have 1 ounce of fluid in the bottle. So that's really interesting that you get more. I like that. We're going to go ahead with my Eco Tools biodegradable sponge on the right side of my face, and we're going to see how it goes. So the color matches my neck pretty good. I'm not sure why my neck is lighter than my face, but that's how my face is. And then also I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation here that's not necessarily being covered up. So this is a very light coverage. It just kind of like smooths out the skin a little bit, makes it almost like I'm just wearing primer on my face. Let's put just more. So that same amount on my forehead. Wow, this is very, very thin. This is definitely a true skin tint. It's no more than that. So on the Sephora website, this product is $29.50. I believe this comes in 25 different shades. And so far, this has 656 reviews on the Sephora website, and it is averaging 4 stars out of 5 stars. The coverage is supposed to be light and also the finish very natural. So if you like the extra natural look, this might be a product you want to try out, because again, you might have a different skin texture than I do. So it's very, very thin. It looks like I'm wearing a filter on the right side. So it does look a little blurred. So let's go ahead and put the exact same amount on the left side of my face. And we'll do the 2 swipes, I guess is what I'll call them. And then we're going to use the foundation brush. The last skin product I used didn't go very well. It's because it was like peeling on my nose. So I wonder how this one's going to do, because it was also, no, it was a foundation. It wasn't a skin tint, but I don't know, lately that type of weird thing has been happening to me. You can just use whichever one you want. I don't see a difference. I really don't. And I know that, let's see. I'm looking very close up on both sides of my forehead and they look like I used the same tool. Seeing so much of my skin show through is really standing out to me. I usually use full coverage foundations. So this says that it's light coverage, and that's not something that I'm used to. And I think that's what's happening. So I can see my skin through it, but that just makes it more natural. And that's not something I'm used to. So although I can see my skin through it, I think that the product is not cracking and flaking off the way the last product that I used was. So I can deal with this. I'm just gonna try it out and like ride the wave. I think the color is fine because I'm naturally just gonna go in with like a ton of bronzers around the perimeter of my face. So let's go ahead and do the rest of my face and then we're gonna see how it looks. So I'm finished with my makeup look and let's do a close-up so you guys can see how it's looking on my nose. So I'm done with all the powders. None of them seem to really move any of the skin tint out of the way. So the skin tint is staying pretty good. My nose looks fine. It's not like peeling or anything. I have oily skin, so note of that. And then also, let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is definitely pretty. I do feel like my skin looks blurred. The coverage for this light coverage skin tint is still pretty good. I still feel extremely confident. I'm pretty pleased with the fact that this light coverage blurring skin tint does stand up to what it says. It does blur. It is light coverage, but I think it just looks really pretty on the skin right now. One thing I do want to note though is I have oily skin. This product doesn't necessarily soak up the oil. It does not add hydration. So if you have normal skin or dry skin, you will want to use a hydrating moisturizer. Please keep that in mind. Do not skip moisturizer using this product, especially if you are using the skin tint to give you like a basic coverage because you want to go out in the sun or be by the pool or just look natural. Please do not forget your moisturizer, and even if you're wearing sunscreen, put moisturizer underneath your sunscreen. I'm also going to use this NYX multitasking spray, you guys. This spray smells so good. This is a primer, it's a setter, and also a refresher for throughout the day. And I'm just going to use it to set my makeup. Let's go ahead and wear this for a few hours, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it throughout the day. Well, I'm gonna go have pizza because it's lunchtime and I need to eat. 5:47, so it's been about 3 hours, and I have to say, you guys, this is looking pretty good. It kind of still looks the way it did when I put it on. I know I say that very often, but you know, sometimes people like to see how it looks after an hour or 2 hours. I try to wait till like 2 or 3, but usually on me it's not that much different, like whatever it is. So let's zoom in closer so you guys can see how it looks. Okay, so right away on my nose, it still looks the same as it did. It's not like cracking or anything around my nostrils, or is it? I put away all my mirrors. I don't know why I put away all my mirrors. Okay, so it is actually cracking. It's cracking a little bit around my nose, like here. I actually have not done anything like physically strenuous today. I have not even walked the dog. Sometimes I walk my dog when I do the wear test and I go outside and things like that. With that being said, no, I have not been out in the elements, but it is wearing a little bit. I can see that I've been wearing this for a few hours. It does look a tiny bit dewy on this side, but nothing really bad at all. It looks so normal. I really like the way my makeup looks right now. I am not the type of person to reapply powders, so I'm not going to reapply powders. So whatever you see in a few hours when I come back is really how it's going to be. I will catch up with you in a couple more hours and I will give you my final thoughts. Okay guys, so it is 8:19 and let's take a look at my makeup and see how it's doing. So I mean, overall, from as far away as the camera is from me right now, I love the way my makeup looks. I think it's really pretty. I think that the makeup has melted and settled into my skin and it doesn't look overly oily at all. It also doesn't look like it has worn off like crazy at all, and it also doesn't look like it has settled into any like facial lines or anything like that. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see how it's doing like around my smile, how it's doing around my nose. To be honest with you, I like it better now than I did when I first put it on. That says a lot. That's really great. But also I have, like I said, combination to oily skin, so the product has settled into my skin and they have become like one. They look super blurred, and I think it looks really pretty. It hasn't like worn away, and you can't see any of my blemishes like even more than you could earlier. Like, it hasn't worn away. I didn't take a video of it, but I did laundry, I folded stuff, I wiped stuff down, I cleaned stuff, did the kitchen. Like, I did house chores today. And yeah, I wanted to see what would happen if I rose my body temperature a little bit, got a little sweaty. I wasn't sweating that much, to be honest. I do these things like every day, but I did some house chores just, you know, to get some sort of activity in, and it looks like the skin tint has lived up for a few hours, so that's good. Pregnancy will make you tired. I'm yawning, and it's only 8. That's okay. That is okay. But I honestly think that this is a really nice light coverage skin tint. I think this is really, really nice. I think this is really good for someone with oily skin. This is also really good with for someone with combination skin. And if you have normal to dry skin, like I said earlier, I would just go in with like a thicker moisturizer than I did. Again, I went in with the Trader Joe's moisturizer, but the La Retro Whipped Moisturizer by Drunk Elephant is a little bit heavier. It is a little bit more expensive, and I think that moisturizer would do really well with a skin tint like this one by Fenty Beauty if you have normal skin or if you have dry skin. So here is what I personally think for myself. Will I be buying this again? I don't know, because I really have a personal skin tint favorite. I have a few that I bought that I still need to try out. I think I bought the Ilia one. I also just bought the TLB Vegan Beauty Just a Tint 3-in-1 tinted skin conditioner. And what is that? This is the lash bar. But I also have the Ilia one. Like I said, I want to try out a bunch, but I still have a favorite and I have not done a video on it. It is the Morphe 2 skin tint. But at 6.5 hours, I think the Morphe 2 skin tint would look just a tiny bit more glowy. I actually haven't worn that in a couple weeks, but it is my favorite. But I do like this one, but I probably won't buy this one again because I love the Morphe 2 so much. But also, going into the summer months, this one might actually be better for me than my reigning favorite, which is the Morphe 2 skin tint, which I have not done a video on and I really need to. This might be better for me in that one for the summer because this one seems to be a little bit more mattifying. This product does feel very light on my face. Like, I don't really feel like I'm wearing makeup. It's 8:30 at night and I don't feel like, oh, I just want to get in the shower so I can wash off this makeup off my face. I don't have that feeling, and I really like that. I hate when it's like, you know, only 6 or 7 and I'm having that feeling. All right guys, I really enjoyed wearing the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint today. I think it looks really pretty right now, and I would wear this again, and I do recommend it for people. So go ahead, go try it if you are interested. I don't think that you'll be disappointed. It says light to medium coverage. That's what I have, and after 6 hours my makeup still looks really pretty to me. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and TikTok. My handles are Cami's Cosmetics and Cami Stevenson IRL. All right guys, bye.